So let's take a look at 126 Bell Farm Road in Barrie. Building's well maintained. A lot of people move to this complex in a sense for affordability. Quiet building, even though it's close to Georgian College and some student residents, it's a quiet place. Well maintained building. Amenities are okay. Lots of restaurants close by across the 400 that make it easier versus going to the south end of Barrie because that's where everything was. So now a little bit more businesses have been built up in that area. I'm going to jump over here before we go to anything else to give an idea. So open this up a little bit. Here's 126 Bell Farm. So 400 is really quick access to the 400. All this is new within the last 2 or 3 years, everything there. You got LA Fitness, you got movie theaters, you got a Zehrs grocery store, multiple restaurants, okay? Another attractive thing about this location is you're really close to Georgian College. RVH Hospital is back here as well. So it's got some good points. I think the biggest point for this location is solely on affordability, and they appreciate well. I've sold in that building multiple times, and I'm astonished that, someone holds that for 5 to 10 years. It's going to be more than double. So great investment if someone's thinking about either using it as a investment property or moving in. Let's go back to the listing and take a look at the condo in detail. So 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So there's a 2-piece in the master bedroom and a 4-piece in the main. Condo fees are $466.27. Building insurance, common element fees, the rest you're paying for, and parking is included as well. It's not going to be much. I live in a condo, heat, hydro. No more than $100. Yeah, it's going to be less than that. This is on the 3rd level. Let's take a look at the pictures and we'll go from there. Just got listed yesterday. It's an older building. It's well maintained. Like I was impressed with this unit. I thought it showed fairly well. I think there was needed a bit more work in the walls. It was like there was just primer on them, but overall it wasn't bad. Updates in the flooring. You can tell the appliances are fairly new. Kitchen's been updated as well. What I like about it, it's a 2-bedroom, and you got some decent square footage with it. You have a balcony out here, and I think it shows it in the picture as well. Yeah, there it is right there. All these pictures are virtually staged, so it's vacant right now. But 2-bedroom is a plus. There's the 2-piece, as I was mentioning. You're going to hear a bit of noise from the 400. I mean, there's no way around that. I wish there was, but you're going to hear it. Want to go. Taxes, $2,000 a year, 2,100, we might as well call it. I'm going to pull up the address history, and I'm going to show you a couple things with that. So they purchased a unit back. It closed on June 12th, 2014. Let's just call it 10 years. Okay. Listed 154, got 151. I'm going to go through some solds as well. They've done some things to this unit. Okay, you can see there's carpet in there. Love the pink. Some updated things in the bathroom, as you saw from the previous pictures. But affordability is key, and there's just not a lot of turnover in that location. I want to go through condo fees too and show that 364. That was back 10 years ago. 466. I did that quick calculation, and they've gone up basically 2% a year on average. Not bad considering, right? I mean, the price of gas, say, like at hydro for, say, a townhome or some, holy cow, you're in the high 350, 350 range for those utilities. So, you're not shoveling driveways, you're not cutting grass, you're just turnkey, lock up and see you later. So it's good. So I want to jump over. Let's just say they get 4 for this. I'm just making this up. They paid $154 for it. That's a $246,000 return in 10 years. It's gone up 61%. Not a bad investment, you know. If anyone is thinking about doing the investment part, I'm going to preach it and preach it and preach it. You need to make sure that you're not doing it alone, or you're asking, not even asking for help, you're paying people to do it. I'm not big on going to realtors for listings to lease them out. I'm more big on going to property manager that has more experience, possibly has people already for those locations, just more detail. So that's what you got to look at, because as you know, the LTB is so far backed up all the time. You got to put the time in and do your due diligence. It is so important. I think I forgot the square footage. Square footage is 800 to 899. So it's got some space. Now I want to jump over and take a look at some solds. I'll go back a couple months. I don't see a ton selling in there. I mean, I do. I sold one a couple years ago, year and a half ago. It sold in like 2 days. And affordability. I don't want to go 62 listings. I want to go sold date. I'm just going to go back to just 12 months, in October. 3. So you can see there's just not a lot of turnover. Okay, there's all 3 that are 2 bedrooms. So this is on the ground floor, listed for 374, 369, 88 days. That's a long time. 475 condo fees. Let's see how it looks. Here's one thing though too. I just want to show the ground floor is I think it's right in these ones. So my thoughts on ground floors, it is. So you probably have no access. You have no balcony. People don't love, people that are going into these buildings, and there's an older demographic in this building. They just don't feel safe on ground floors. So I try to avoid them 100%. So I'm not surprised with 88 days on market. I think this unit shows terrific. I think it's a great size. I love the kitchen, how it's kind of into the family room. It's not closed off, but it's the ground floor. There's a lot of natural light, but it took a long time at that price point to sell. But I think the presentation's there. They've done some stuff. This is the laundry area. It's coin operate. I think it's a card. You load up a card, I believe. We talked to one of the caretakers today. I think it's like $1.50 a dry and $1.50 a wash. Pretty cheap. There it is, Sparkle Express. You load your card up, but not bad. Let's just go to this. I want to double check the date. Again, that was in December. 4 days in the market. 2 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, 2 4 pieces. Let me just double check that. This is a little bit bigger, 9 to 900,000 square feet. 475 condo fees. 4 piece, 4 piece ensuite, 4 piece bath. That's a plus. Let's take a look. Sold pretty quick, 4 days. And we'll pull back the history on that just too, because I think it's important to see some of the returns, because there's 2 angles of looking at this. Is someone that's going to look to owner occupy it, or someone that's going to look to invest in it. And to me, you hard to find a 2 bedroom today condo anywhere for $400K in a sense, but I think there might be some flexibility. This is pretty dated, but it's big. A lot of carpet. Didn't take long to sell. No balcony. That almost looks like the ground floor. I'm going to have to double take that again and see if I messed up. I like the 2 bathrooms, just a plus. 912 square feet. There's a lobby. I want to see that. I just want to go back. Level 2. Maybe it's on the opposite side, but I'm thinking. It doesn't say on this. This is 120 platform. It's possible. I think it's on the ground floor, but 360, not a bad price point. You put 20K into it. So this is where I'm thinking they got the 409 from. Let me see the dates on it though first. Yeah, it's in November. 389 sold over list price. 2 bedrooms, 2 4-piece bathrooms. The other one had a 2-piece to see how it looks. 475 condo fees, 9,900 square feet, a bit bigger. Again, same as the previous listing that we just looked at. Floor plan. I like the floor plan, how everything is open. I really do like that. Dated, but I think the presentation's there. It shows good. I think it's an okay fixturing. The flooring seems to be updated. Bathrooms seem to be updated. The most important part is that 2 4-piece baths. That's outstanding. So I'm looking at the subject property that we're reviewing that's currently listed at 409. A lot smaller, and really from December, not the market hasn't, yes, there has been a bit more demand that has picked up, but I'm not going to say it's going crazy. So, I would think there'd be some flexibility on that price based on the square footage. This one's much larger. I want to go back to the subject property too to see. So let's just double check. So we've gone through 3 of them. Let's go back. Actually, you know what? Let's just go back here. Let's just go pull the history and see when they bought this, if it will update it. Bought this again, 2013, 11 years ago, for 130. Great return. Let's go back to the other listing. 360. So people sometimes get scared about, no, this has been never, there's no history on this, so I can't go back. So this could be original owner. Or, yeah, it could be. Because of the area. I mean, it's North End. People think it's a lot of noise and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's not. You can hear traffic more than, disturbances from people in that building. And we talked to a caretaker and he goes, it's quiet all the time. And I notice that even when I'm showing it as well. I want to go back to, let's see if we can go back this way. Nope. Nope. We'll just go back to active listings. And so we saw some solds on it. I want to go, actually, I'm going to go back to the listing just because I want to check something out quickly with the subject property to see how much smaller it is. So right now we're seeing, 400 for, that type of a model, 912 square feet. This one didn't have that. There's no way. I just showed it today. There's 2 listed there, but this is the one we're interested in. 8 to 9. The other one was over 9. And you can see the big difference from that model to this model. And it's okay. Like, it shows well, of course, when it's virtually staged. I'd get rid of this. There's no purpose. That's just me. But you put some paint on the walls a bit. I found they were just primed. The flooring was in good shape. And the other one's had a 4-piece versus a 2-piece. I want to go over to and see what the listings are like for lease in that building. We're going to go lease and see. Currently, we can safe to say that we don't see a lot of turnover in that building. Not much. People stay. We don't need that many. Let's just go real estate. I don't know. Just go back. If you go back, just see a year. Well, we don't want that. That's too much. I want a 2-bedroom. 246. That's impossible. Let's just see what this brings up. Okay. Well, that's why. That's what I was doing. So we're going back to August 1. Let's take a look. So 61 days in the market, 2-bedroom, 4-piece, and a 2-piece. Very similar to the square footage and floor plan of the subject property, $2,100 a month. Beautiful 2-bedroom condo, 2 bathrooms, conveniently located. Beautiful stone surround, walk out to balcony, etc., etc. 2-piece C, same floor plan. Like what they've done there. The floors seem to be in good shape. Kind of dark, but it showed well. Two bedroom back, $2,100. And that's back in August. So you can go back further and see if we can just get some more. $21 and then $25. This is a 3-bedroom, so you can see there's just not a lot available. I won't look at the 3-bedroom because it's just way off. It's a big difference, a big jump. But 18 days in the market then it got leased out, so not bad. So we went through condo fees, manageable condo fees, taxes 26, pretty decent. Sorry, a little under that. I'm going to double check again. I think they were a little under. I think they were 2 and change. Condo fees going up on average 2% a year on average. Yeah, 2021. Let's round it up, 21. Not a lot of turnover, as we've seen. And we've seen people held on to these units. And whether they were leased at all or owner occupied, some are vacant. So that's probably telling me they were rented out. And then they, tidied them up a little bit, put some paint, dressed them up a little bit, and sold them. So solid investment. I sold one last year. The lady paid, I think she paid like $30 or $40 for it. 6 years later, we got 348 sold in 3 or 4 days. Nice return. Lived there for about a year and a half, no problems. Went out west and rented out the unit. So I think it's a great way to get into the market at this lower price point and solid investment. Any questions? Give me a call.